Hi everyone, this is Jenny Garcia from earthyscrap.blogspot.com, earthyscrap on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram by Jenny Garcia N. And today I'm going to share with you how I made this cactus using Tombow products. The first thing I did was draw my picture using the mono drawing pencil, and I also used the mono eraser NP to erase any mistakes I've made. And I also used it after I made the outline using the Tombow Mono Twin permanent marker. I used the fine tip. And this Mono Twin permanent marker is water resistant, so after I put all the water, because I use a lot of water in this picture and it didn't move at all, it didn't smudge, so it was perfect. And now I'm coloring my picture using the Tombow Dual Brush Pens. And I've put a lot of pigment that I probably didn't need because these pencils have a lot of pigment and it was really easy to move it around. And I actually have to blot sometimes to make it a little lighter. But I was a little afraid at the beginning that I wouldn't get enough, but I was so wrong because these markers have a lot of pigment, so it was super easy to move the water around and then have some extra color. And I'm using a water brush pen, and actually before starting to color with the dual brush pens, I've made little triangles and dots and dashes in the cactus using the mono glue pen from Tombow. And what the glue pen does is it's going to create it's to use as a resist technique. So I made my lines and triangles and I let it dry for a little while. I had something to do, so I've let it dry for enough time. So, but I think that if you let it dry for 5 minutes just to be on the safe side, it will work perfectly. And I'm coloring the eyes, and I color the iris and then use the fine tip of the dual brush pen to add some detail to the eyes. And then you're gonna, when I start coloring the green, you're gonna start to see the triangles I'm talking about, because right now you can't see it. So you're gonna have to wait until I put some color and water on it. And the good thing about using the water brush is that I sometimes when I do the resist technique, I have to use a napkin to maybe clean off my spaces when where I wanted to resist. But with the water brush pen, it was I didn't even have to clean it up a bit. I do it because at the end you're gonna see it. I do it because I'm a little perfectionist, I have to say, but I didn't need to. And there I'm using different tones of green with a dual brush pen. I use an almost yellow green in the middle, and I'm just gonna pull the darker color. You're gonna see how easy it is to, you see, it has a lot of pigment, so I have to keep cleaning up. But it's better. That's the good thing about these markers. If you think that you've gone out of hand using pigment, you just have to put a little bit of water on it and then pick it up with a paper towel and you're good. And now you start to see the triangles, and it's really cool, this technique. And it's super easy. Like, you don't have to rub it off like you do with masking fluid. You don't have to heat emboss it. Because before discovering this trick with the monoglue pen, my technique was to heat emboss with either clear or white embossing powder. But, I'm just lazy because I think that I have to pull out my heat gun and make a mess with the embossing powder, but I didn't have to. And I don't know if you saw right there that I cleaned up on top of my triangles a little bit. Now I'm coloring the dirt, and I just did lines. Oh, my camera fell, I'm sorry. And now I'm adding color to the pot, and I'm adding a red color to make it seem darker on the outside, and now the 723 pink. And you see I just need a little bit to pull up that color. And here I'm going to use a lot of water. But it's going to, oh, and it's really easy to blend too. If you want to learn how to color but you struggle with blending, these markers are perfect because they blend like a dream. And right now I'm just dropping, my water brush is not the best, so I'm dropping little dots of water in the pot to have more water in the center. And there I'm using the Yo-i Crayon, which are water soluble, and they're perfect. Look at how easy they blend and they color. I love them. I use the dark blue and the light blue, and there's the end result. This is how it looks, and I like the the watercolor quality that this has. It's really cool. So I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to like if you like this video and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on social media on Earthy Scrap on Facebook, Jenny Garcia N on Instagram and Twitter and Pinterest. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. Do you like the joys or do you prefer the dual brush pens? Have you used the dual brush pens to do a technique like this? And go follow also Tombow USA on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you. Bye.